gentleman. 알랑가 몰라 왜 미끈해야 하는 건지 알랑가 몰라 왜 새끈해야 하는 건지 알랑가 몰라 빨리 와서 난리네 알랑가 몰라 난리 나서 빨리 해 있잖아 마리아 너의 머리 허리 다리 종아리 마리아 Good feeling good 부드럽게 마리아 아주 그냥 헛소리 나게 마리아 Damn girl I'm a Father gentleman. Father gentleman. Gentleman.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to episode 14 of the Still Loading podcast. Now, I'm keeping everybody, is everyone else tuned into the stream so you guys can see the fancy new overlay that we have?
Right now it's still on delay. It says still loading.
I know, that's why I'm making sure you guys are tuned in before I flip over.
No, I'm not yet.
Okay, I'll wait for you.
Oh, I'm looking at it.
Ow!
You okay there, Jables?
Yeah, I messed up my toe.
Aww.
Alright, I'm
Bet you
there.
it's not as bad as what I did today.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that later. You guys ready? Can I switch it over?
Sure, go.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Here is our brand new overlay. Wha-bam!
Wait for it.
We're
Yeah, waiting for it.
we look profesh.
Bam, there we go.
Oh.
We're pretty legit now. We actually have an overlay. Courtesy
That's
of...
terrible.
Hey, he did it in like 15 minutes, and that makes me happy. It's better than what we were using.
I want to be blue!
No.
Blue toe. Get it? Blue.
Yeah, I didn't tell him colors. I didn't even notice they were colored until you guys just said so.
Why
I'm
am I
blue.
like brown?
Because you're shit.
You poop!
That's just rude.
Girls don't poop, don't you know that?
Yeah, girls don't
Everybody
poop.
poops.
No, I mean he's moderately a graphic designer. He's the guy who owns Outlaw Esports with me. Shoutouts to Baz for making this, and two other ones for D&D that you guys will see later when we do D&D after the podcast. We have super sweet actual overlays, so it doesn't look like crap when we play.
Casey, your hair looks rather emo currently.
Does it?
It's all like to the side and down. And it looks like you might have to cut yourself.
I can't see my own thing.
Oh god.
Is it bad? Well, Lara hasn't cut my hair yet, so
I'm sorry.
we're doing that tomorrow. It's okay. So
Okay,
we'll get
we're
it
doing
cut.
that tomorrow. I'll make a note of that.
Don't worry. So we are back after a week hiatus. That's entirely 100% 2 week. We did one 2 weeks ago.
Yeah?
We didn't do D&D 2 weeks ago. We played Monaco.
That's true.
We did a podcast 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
He's right for once.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think so. I wasn't there then.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, you were.
No, because I was the third. I didn't do anything in the third.
Oh no, we took the no. You're right. We did take the 3rd off for the holiday.
Oh, look, John's right.
John's
as
right.
always. Thank
John's
you.
right. So we're back
Fell
after
for
a
John's
2-week
right.
hiatus. One was my fault. Last week was my fault because I had to work at the theater. The week before that, we just took a break because we wanted to. So we are back. Let's get things started with how we always do. What kind of games you guys playing? We'll start off with the Bluto. What have you been playing? Literally in 3 weeks.
Okay. So I bought Killing Floor, which is fan-damn-tastic.
You're playing a lot of that.
Wait,
Yeah,
that's
I
not
have.
a movie?
Killing Floor?
Cough, cough. I'm staring at you if you can tell.
No, I'm not even looking at our stream. I've played Dishonored, which is great so far. There's a game called Rias that I bought that on the Steam sale. It's pretty neat as well. I bought,
Are you talking about Ruse?
played. I played some-
R-E-U-S.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all have that. Ruse is pretty dope. Keep going.
If it's Ruse, why did they spell
It's-
it like Rias?
I don't know. That's just that's how they said it in the video. Like here in Ruse. It's like, okay, dude. Okay, keep going.
Okay. I've been playing. I tried Surgeon Simulator 2013, it's a hoot. I also went and bought Farming Simulator 2013 and played some of that.
Dude, that game is dope.
It doesn't rain steaks. I'm not touching it.
Dude, it's a pretty damn game. Pretty damn good game.
It is. And Magic 2014.
You bought Magic 2014?
For the 360.
I was gonna say that wasn't on Steam sale, was it?
Wasn't I thought Planeswalker was on like a day or two ago.
Was it?
I thought so. I could be wrong. How about you, Jables? How much has Gabe taken out of your wallet?
Probably like 20, I think. Not too much. I own too much already, so. But so far I've purchased XCOM, some Fallout Vegas DLC, which I haven't bought already. Rios, or Rios, however we want to pronounce that today. And I think that's about it for what I bought. I think it's bought something else, but I don't remember. But I've been playing XCOM a lot lately, and before that I was playing a lot of Edge of Space before the Steam sale started.
Yeah, you need to stream that again so I can watch.
Yeah, I will someday soon.
Lara?
Oh, I bought Dishonored. Yes, Cowboy. Thank you. I knew there was one more. I just saw that.
Nice.
Sorry, go ahead.
I played Lego Indiana Jones, and then I bought Tomb Raider on the Steam sale, and I'm really enjoying that.
Lara hit big girl status. She bought her first PC game.
Yay.
That's not true.
What else did you buy? I bought that for you.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry. She bought her second.
Yeah, you didn't buy that for me.
She bought her first real game. Steam, like John said, I have like everything that's been on sale that's been worthwhile. I purchased Farming Simulator 2013. Yes, I need to play this with buddies so we can plant corn and potatoes.
Potato.
What else? I just bought System Shock 2 last night, which is still just as good as it used to be. Although on a really nice monitor and really nice graphics and everything, the game is really funny looking. Like everything that was like blurry, that was like late 90s when it came out, like looked top notch, but now it just kind of looks really silly. Like, I remember when I first played through that the game was pretty freaking scary looking, and now it's just like, that's what the character model was. Pretty silly stuff, but those are the only real things. And then been playing Marvel Heroes because I'm trying to beat that. So me and my buddy Moving Target, who's actually in the chat, we got to finish that up this weekend so we can finally join the ranks of Bluto and Beard over there.
Hi.
I didn't even notice that was Nick.
Yes, that is Nick. Cowboy also asked you a question. So point is, Steam takes money, and Steam's also has some really stupid sales, and the community's really stupid sometimes. Like, there was one day where, it was sometime yesterday, I think it was, that in the community choice sale, somebody, like, the community picked Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Platinum Edition. Well, literally, the second box right below it, how it has, like, the previous day's big deals, was Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Platinum Edition for the same exact price. So, like, the other two games that would have been worthwhile that may have not been featured yet should have won, but they didn't because people are too stupid to, like, look down and read.
Yeah, they've done that a couple times now. It's kind of confusing.
People are just like, I don't know, like, how do you not notice? And I also fault Steam for having the same crap over and over again. Like, usually the community stuff is exactly the same as it was during the last one, which just makes me sad.
Yeah, our voting options aren't very strong, I think, and they're, like, repeating themselves and, like, the previous day's sales and everything else. It's, I don't know, seems a little weird.
Wait, doesn't something happen when I have 3 of the same card? Does anybody know how this crap works?
Nope, I haven't really cared.
Oh, you're supposed to get... So, like Dota, there's 8 cards in a series, and you need to get all 8 cards to get the badge. So I'm missing 3 cards. I thought that it was 3 of the same... Oh, God, I wish I understood what this was. But I have no idea. Alright, so let's move on to actually talking about stuff. Who wants to start? Anybody want to start with anything?
Doesn't matter.
Alright, so we're going to let John start, because it doesn't matter. John, tell us about Edge of Space, because I honestly want to know about it.
Okay. Edge of Space is a game much like Terraria, where it's kind of like a two-dimensional Minecraft. The gimmick of this one is that, like, it's more futuristic, and, like, you're in a spacesuit, and that's your armor and stuff like that, so you get to remake your spacesuits and everything else, and you're, instead of just a pickaxe, you have a laser pick, and you just kind of shoot a beam, and it mines stuff automatically for you, and you pick it up, and you can craft, you can build fortresses, and it's supposed to have a more elaborate power system than Minecraft's Red Powder, from what I've read and understood.
Really?
Really.
Damn.
But, I was having a lot of problems just trying to get an automatic door to work.
This sounds like me in real life.
Yeah, so I'm not
and
sure.
I wish I was lying about that.
Like, you gotta connect, like, positives and negatives and all that stuff, but, like, there's no positive or negative for, like, my hard switches, which I step on in order to activate my door, in theory. And so they just kind of sit there and they don't do shit. So I'm not sure if maybe it's just it's still in beta, so I don't know if it's just a problem with it release and it's a bug, or if I'm just doing something completely retarded. But the game's pretty cool. You get, like, you find all your different recipes and everything else randomly in treasure chests, it seems. So I wish they were a little bit more common, though. Some stuff you just kind of don't know how to even get, which I figured out is, like, you have to kill some enemies in order to get some things and all that other stuff. So, I mean, they have, like, armor sets based off of things you can mine and then things you can kill. So, it's kind of cool like that, it seems. You can also mine the background as well, so you don't need torches. You can just mine the background throughout your whole little mining section, which is pretty neat. But, yeah, it seems like it's going to be a pretty cool game. I'm looking forward to it altogether, but right now it's definitely still in beta, and it feels like it's still in beta.
Is there a space creeper?
So far, no.
Because I feel like that would be more terrifying than a regular creeper.
They have, like, little rocket ships which, like, blow up by, well, it's kind of like do this exhaust thing down at you. I haven't been hit by it, I don't know. But they also have another one that just shoots rockets at you. And they have random enemies that look like they infect you with AIDS.
What?
And when you take damage, you like have like all these like little spots go around you, like I don't know, which to indicate I guess you're taking damage, but it kind of looks like you're just getting infected by shit. But I was also playing, and this is the weirdest thing, was it was like randomly I was having bits of my terrain just like disappear, like I was mining it everywhere through a lovely and beautifully mined section. So I was kind of saddened by that. But so like I said, it still feels like a strong beta. But
Is it part of early access? Is that how it's on Steam?
yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, it is. But it's probably gonna be pretty good. I really like Terraria a lot, so hopefully this will take its place a little bit for me.
Fantastic. I think when you may be the other person I give my tug key to, because I think you'd be the other one to appreciate it.
You're gonna give me a tuggy?
Yes, I'm gonna give you a tuggy.
Gross.
Hey,
Can I have one too?
no, I only have one extra tuggy.
What?
Be careful. Nick might be upset now.
Nick gets all. He has unlimited tuggies, and he knows it. Oh, finally this works! Oh, let me tell you my excitement.
He's talking about his penis.
No, I'm not.
He finally figured out how it works.
Losers. Okay, you know what? Just because, Leah, what happened to you today?
I fell down the stairs. I hurt my elbow really bad. And my knee hurts. And I landed on my butt. And I don't know why my knee hurts.
I can't believe.
I like how you think I'm embarrassed by that.
No, I know you're not.
I fully express that I am a complete and total klutz, and I know that. I trip in sand.
I just want the internet to know how clumsy you are, really.
I'm extremely clumsy. My mom likes to tell me that I trip over air. And it's true. I fall over air.
Aaron,
I'm not embarrassed by that.
Aaron, you want to have a little doppelgang on Cube World?
No.
Hello?
You
No, I do not.
why?
What's a doppelgang?
Like, do you like?
Do I
You know
want
what
to
a
play it with
doppelganger
you?
is?
Yes, it's my another me. But
No, doppelgang's
Oh.
not the word I wanted. Do you want to?
in that case, do I want to have sex with myself? Yes, I would fuck myself.
Really?
Totally not
I
where I
would
was
fuck
going.
I'm not my type.
No. Do you? Let's talk about Cube World, because I want to know what you think, and I will talk about what I think, because I am fully enjoying this game. So, for those of you who don't know, here is Cube World. Cube World is... I gotta think how to explain this.
Where?
The game is made by a guy and his wife. His wife joined last year, and he started designing the game back in 2011. The point it's a procedurally generated game, which is the same thing as Minecraft, Tug, where the game literally just keeps building itself without any, like, it has its rules, it just keeps building, so not every map is going to be exactly the same. Like, it's going to change every time you make a map or make a server. And, like, they literally throw you into the game, and they don't tell you anything. And pretty much all you have to do is it's not like survive like Minecraft, it's not build like Minecraft. The only thing it has in common with Minecraft is everything is a square. What the game is, it's actually a incredibly open world, open-ended RPG. There is warriors, rangers, rogues, and wizard are the 4 classes that you can be, and there's a ton of races like lizardmen, frogmen, orcs, dwarfs, elves, and humans. I want to say,
Trolls. Trolls.
Can you play as a troll?
I don't know.
I know trolls are in there. I don't know if you can play as a troll or not.
I
But
would like to.
maybe trolls. But it's just like it's just this game, and you just have to live, and there's a bunch of different crafting elements that, like, you have to destroy a bush and get spider webs, and the spider webs can eventually, like, make, they can make pieces of string, which you use to make new bows, or you find, like, outside the first main city, at least in mine, there was a huge freaking pineapple field, and you had to pick up all the pineapples, and you crafted the pineapples into pineapple slices, and you could actually eat the slices. Stuff like that, like you find ginseng, you go over top of a campfire, you make ginseng soup, different things like that. And there is a bunch of, there's like 3 missions a day. And I found out over the past 3 days that a day is like a day in that game. Like, it's not... I've logged on, like, the past 3 times, and it's been the exact same time that I ended at. So, like, it's not like I could log back in and it's daytime. Like, it would... I ended yesterday at 1:30 a.m. in-game. I would go in now, and it would be 1:30 a.m. So, it actually keeps track of that kind of stuff, which is interesting, which I don't know how it would work once the multiplayer aspect is thrown in there. He's already planned on adding a ton of stuff. There's dungeons, which are just little missions that have a boss at the end that give you some cool piece of loot. Eventually, there's going to be player housing and player economy, and he would like to make it open-ended for multiplayer. Right now, the only multiplayer that you can do is over Hamachi, and it pretty much just makes a fake LAN on the internet, and that's how you do the multiplayer. There will eventually be public servers, and there will be private servers, so we can literally host a still loading cube world server that anyone could join whenever they want to, just to keep our world going. And it's just a really big open-ended RPG that's a hell of a lot of fun. It just takes a while to figure out what the hell you're supposed to do. How do you feel about it so far, Aaron?
Well, you know, I haven't played a whole lot. I've maybe played like an hour just to see what it's like, so I can't say whether or not, you know, I think the game's worth the money. It seems like a neat concept. I haven't even been in a dungeon yet, which are supposedly pretty, you know,
I got my ass handed
abundant.
to me in single player.
Did you?
Yeah, like, when I'm only level, like, 3, like, it takes a while to level up. Like, if there was a buddy to do it with me, it would be a lot faster and a lot more fun. But right now, it just seems like it's just a single-player RPG at the moment. But it screams to have other players.
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed that it's actually really, the combat's quite one-sided in the creature's favor is your low level, so it would really help to have more people playing. It's pretty neat. I mean, if you could alter the world like you can in Minecraft, I'd say that there's no doubt about it, I'd get this game, but as far as I can tell now, you can't alter the world, so...
No, you can't.
Are you gonna change that or no?
I don't see it changing. The big thing I see changing is what you can eventually change is, like, building cities and stuff. So enough people are probably going to ask for that crafting element that it'll probably happen. But it's not going to be like you can build your own little camp somewhere. Although there are so many little camps all over that you can literally only find at nighttime, like they're next to impossible to find in the day. I would like to be able to make those because you could put up your own sleeping bag to sleep and gain HP back and put up a fire. Like, those would be really nice to do. Maybe you can do that. I'm only level 3, so I don't know. There's people who are level like 146, which is something else to note, but I'll talk about that in a sec. So, I guess I'll just say it right now. Since the world is procedurally based, so is there is no skill cap and there's no level cap, so you can honestly just keep going, which is really cool. So you can just keep the same character and just keep buffing them and getting better and better and better, stuff like that. So, it would be cool. The big thing with this is, just like Minecraft, you can buy it right now in alpha, and it's the cheapest it's going to be. When it hits beta, it'll be a different price, and when it actually launches, it'll be an even higher price. So it's kind of one of those things like you buy now to wait and see what's going to happen with it, because he's got a ton of stuff that he wants coming down the pipe. Let me actually see if I can find some of the really cool things that he wants to do with this game. It's on their website. Come on. Come on. Oh, that's really funny that they just sent out the Kickstart email to this project, and I just found out before they sent the email. Nice. And of course, Pick-Roma's website is being DDoSed again.
Yay.
Let's talk about that, because that's probably the biggest story with this game, besides the fact of it's just really fun and people are really liking it. For some reason, this guy's website, which is pickroma.com, P-I-C-R-O-M-A, it's like his overall company. He's making this game, and he made like a CGI program. I don't exactly remember what it was. They have been getting DDoSed so much. Like, the game's like, hey, we're finally on sale that people can buy into the alpha. And they were DDoSed for 4 days to where they had the account servers were taken down, they had the store was taken down so you couldn't even buy the stinking game. Like, it just wouldn't let you. It was pretty freaking ridiculous. And I remember I was telling John at work all the time, I was like, I want this game. I really wish we could play it, but they keep getting DDoSed, and apparently they're getting DDoSed again because their entire website is down at this time. I don't understand.
Why? Who's doing it?
That's a great question. Turn off your webcam and turn it back on. You're frozen.
I'm pondering everything.
What's out there? Yeah, I want to know why people are attacking a website like this.
I have an idea.
What's up?
I think it's because they're cunts. That's my professional opinion.
I mean, don't people usually own up to this stuff anymore nowadays? Like, lulz hacks be like, oh, we just did it for the lulz, guys.
Probably. I wish they would say something.
Yeah, maybe they just don't have a very good server at all, and they're just...
It is, like I said, it's just this dude and his wife, so that's probably it.
Maybe they're not getting DDoSed, and they're just having people visit their site, and they can't handle it.
No, because that's a different error. Like, they said they were getting, like, their servers were getting overloaded by one particular IP, which is what DDoSing is, so... Hold on, John, I'm going to call back in. God. His stinking webcam.
It's pretty bad.
I don't know why it freezes.
Yeah.
Come on, webcam. There we go.
Yay! Hi, John.
Oh, wow.
So, Cube World right now is €15, also $20.09 USD. I suggest picking it up now just because it's going to be the cheapest, and the amount of things that he wants to add is going to be cool. My biggest... my biggest excitement thing is just private servers. I think would be cool to get a bunch of people to play this game just like Minecraft, except instead of building, we're going around shooting really big bosses and making a town, which I think would just be cool. It's a really good looking game too. Although for some reason a game that's completely made out of cubes is incredibly hardware intensive. Like, he specifically says on the website to download the demo of the game, which is just the loading screen rotating. That's all it is, to make sure that your computer can run it. And apparently it has an issue with, like, Intel graphics chips. So, I don't know about that, but why? Why, Lara? Yes, I know exactly what it is.
Okay.
Just what? Okay.
It's pigs.
I know. Doesn't make it any less awkward. John. No, Lara needs to talk. Lara, tell us about Tomb Raider.
I'm like 8% through the game.
Know nothing of it besides what I watch.
Yeah, pretty much what you've seen is what the game is, but it's really fun. I shot a dude in the weenie and then shot him in the eye. It's awesome.
Don't tell me what I've seen. We have an audience.
I know.
Tell
but
them.
I'm just saying, it's okay. Shipwreck on an island, and now I'm trying to get off the island and find the people that I'm traveling with. And I shot a guy in the penis and then shot him in the eye. It's kind of how the game has been going.
That sounds
I think
sexy.
You need to see somebody. It's not okay.
That's actually kind of where the game ends up having me shoot them.
Oh,
Because
so the
I'm a
game
girl.
forced you. It says, you know what? The only place you can hit him is in the penis.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
God.
watched me. Okay, I kept dying from that dude shooting me in the eye, and every time I died and came back, Casey watched me shoot him in the penis, and then I got to shoot him in the eye.
It's actually an incredibly true story.
You can't shoot him in the knee. You got to shoot him in
No,
the knee.
like-
I
it-
aimed for his head the first
Yeah.
time, so he wouldn't jump on me, and it shot him in the penis.
Yeah, the game actually like puts your reticle right there, so you don't have a choice.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Any game that says, "Hey, shoot this dude right in the gonads," it's a game for me.
I'm good.
Because every time I would die and come back, he was like, shoot him in the penis. I was like, I don't think I have a choice of where I shoot him first.
Did it like say that like right in the middle of the screen? Be like, shoot his cock. Like a big red there's like flashing.
Cock shot.
Shoot the cock.
That's when you wish you had a cock block.
One, yeah,
McLovin.
nice. All right, John, we'll go to you, because I don't even know what the heck this other thing that you want to talk about.
Oh,
Oh, that's what that is.
yeah, that's what that is. The jelly grade. There's really not much to say about it, but quickly just to recap, a lot of the lead developers of this wonderful game, which we've been just talking so wonderfully about since.
Wait,
we
hold on,
started
wait.
this.
Before anyone says what it is, to our regulars, what is the game that we absolutely love from the best company in the history of the universe? Can you hear the sarcasm? Come on. Cowboy and Anthony, I know you guys know exactly what we're talking about.
That's a nice city.
Shut
What?
up. Don't give it away. What is on my
Hello?
mic?
Testing. Is this thing on?
Okay, yeah.
No.
Apparently they're not going to answer.
No. Oh, and nope. And well, that's the other company that we shit on. There it is. Cowboy's got it. Sim City.
Thank you, Cowboy. Yes. Holy crap.
What? John?
What's going on?
You froze again.
Yeah.
My internet's getting really screwy. Hold on. I'm gonna call you back.
Only the best here.
Yeah.
This is I hate this program so much. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Everything's just muting. I'm losing audio a couple times.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're good. So go.
Okay. Well, apparently our lead developer.
This is the best frozen can picture ever. Hold on, I gotta move your cam so everyone can see what I'm talking about. Where's John? All right, everyone. Here, this is John's frozen picture.
I think it looks better, though, with his name over top of it, because then it's just
Cause just
eyes.
That's hilarious. Did we lose John?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay.
Just keep going. We'll go with your really creepy, awesome picture.
Well, hold on. If you want an awesome picture, I'll just do this.
No, because now it's gonna mess up all the other cams because you shortened yours.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I know.
Not too bad. Anyways, Jellygrade is a software developer studio which is being started by the lead developers of SimCity. Why, you ask, are they leaving? Because they are very upset with what EA had made them do to their game. So apparently, a lot of it was EA and not Maxis. So Maxis can retain its integrity and move on to something better.
So were these people Maxis people, or were
They're the
these
lead
EA
developers.
people? So it was Maxis people that made this other company.
Yes.
Okay. See, that's why I got confused because it says like they depart EA, but they were departing Maxis. I guess that's where my confusion is.
Well, you know, Maxis is part of EA, so it's all part of the umbrella, I guess.
Does
But,
EA own Maxis?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought they just published their stuff.
No, they bought them out a while ago. But essentially, they're calling themselves Jellygrade, and they're going to be starting on a a simulation game, of course, but this one's going to be focused on like the creation of the Earth and such. So it's going to be like up to primordial life. So it's going to be like the beginnings of Spore.
That's what I was about to say. This sounds very Spore to me.
Yeah, they're going to start by making an iPad game, and then they're going to work over onto the PC and see how things go.
I gotta say though, if this, and we're still talking about the company that's claiming that it was EA's fault about SimCity, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have to work real hard to prove that it wasn't EA. I mean, as much as I hate EA, it sounds like a cop out to me. It sounds like, you know, they just produce shit and then they're blaming EA for it.
But Maxis isn't known to produce shit until this.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you gotta keep in mind. Like, they're not a bad company. They've made some, like, SimCity 2000 is still one of the best games ever. And the EA didn't touch it. Then they wanted to make SimCity just a whole, just flat new realm, and EA's like, we're taking major control of this game, and it went to hell.
You know, I'm still saying they got a lot of work to do. They got a lot of work to do in my eyes. I mean, granted, I didn't buy SimCity because of the train wreck that it is, but when a game's that bad, from what I understand anyway, you know, you just got to come back knocking it out of the park. Otherwise, you're going to lose a lot of people. I'm just saying.
Well, they're not going to be...
See, all the people aren't blaming Maxis for the game, though. Everyone's blaming EA for the game, and it's crap. All the ones like John who are diehard Maxis fans.
Yeah, to quote one of the developers who's leaving and doing all this, named Quigley, or Quigley.
I hope it's Quigley. That's a sweet name.
They say, he says, the blundered launch is something that I poured so much love and poured so much love and attention into. Is one of the reasons why he's leaving.
All right then. I'm still skeptical.
Well, we'll check. We'll recheck on the skepticism when Jelly Grade comes out. Hey, John's back.
Hey.
Welcome back, John.
Hi.
We see your face. Nice. All right. Let's move on to... Oh, what did you say? Because this idea makes us laugh? Why does it make you laugh? Okay, we're gonna touch on something that's near and dear to my heart, and I'll be... it really is. The U.S. government officially recognizes players of League of Legends LCS as professional athletes. It is a thing. And apparently the IOC, International Olympic Committee or whatever, is in talks with bringing League of Legends to the Olympics. Which I think that's a little hilarious. Like, that's a little too much. Like, I'm glad with this first really big step in the right direction that at least they're now being recognized as legitimate athletes. My personal issue, StarCraft has been around a hell of a lot longer than frickin' League of Legends has, but they're not considered anything. They're just people who play video games all the time, even though they have a bigger prize pool, more players than League of Legends does. That's just my beef. My beef is that it's League of Legends. But the exciting thing is that esports is starting to come to a new level. Like, things were getting pretty serious when Americans are going over to play in the Korean leagues, and MLG starting to take off and getting millions of viewers, and it's starting to become this really big thing, and things are finally going places. And then just the fact of now U.S. is recognizing them as professional athletes to get visas or anything like that they need that any other professional athlete would get is just... It makes me happy that it's starting to become a legitimacy. Nice. I'm sure you guys have nothing to say on the topic whatsoever.
I missed a lot of it, but I don't understand why, as you said, LoL is, going to be the one to start it off with when we have StarCraft 2. and that's been around for at least, what, 14 years now? altogether?
13.
13? That's a good stab in the dark.
You're close.
And LOL of all things, too.
Yeah, like, StarCraft was one of the big pioneers. Well, it's one of the biggest pioneers of esport, especially out in Korea. Like, Korea legitimately
It's the national sport of Korea.
pretty much. Might as well be at this point. But, like, they have TV stations dedicated to StarCraft, and now League of Legends is over on, oh god, on Game TV, I think is, like, it's like GOM TV, which is all StarCraft, and now On Game has StarCraft, and now they're starting to get into League of Legends because Koreans are starting to play League of Legends as well, because it's a lot easier for, like, younger aged Koreans to get into it. I don't know. I don't really follow the League scene because it doesn't really, I don't like it really, but I may have to start now since it's all going on. But, like, this is the thing in every other country. Like we said, StarCraft has been around for 13 years, and, like, Counter-Strike was being played at the World Cyber Games, which was the Olympics of video games already. Like, these are all games that have been going on for so long, and it just annoys me as someone who's been following esports for 7 years that it's just League of Legends is the game that's going to change the scene. And that doesn't make me happy. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy overall, but the fact that it's League of Legends does annoy me. Plus, it's a dumb game. Let's be honest, it's a dumb game.
It's Dota.
Dota's
They're all the same.
Yeah, but Dota's not dumb.
Yeah, but I can watch Dota. I can't watch League of Legends.
League of Legends is so slow and
Yeah.
just so... There's just so many dumb things. It's like, why
They're
don't...
all the same.
They're not all...
I can't
They're the
play-
same basis of a map. They're not the same game.
Like, I can't play either, but if I would have to be sat down in a room and forced to watch one of them, I'd pick Dota over League of Legends.
This is why
I'm gonna
dumb...
go top. I'm gonna go mid. I'm gonna go bottom. There's so many variety of the gameplay. Let's just play it like...
There's no variety in the map. There's variety in the gameplay. I'm not going to get into this argument with... Well, you played Han, but that doesn't really count either.
I single-handedly won a game of Han.
Han's closer to
Promise.
Dota than it is to League,
Achievements.
but I don't know. I'm just glad esports is starting to become a thing, which makes me very happy inside.
I don't know, man.
Why don't you know?
Well, I couldn't sit there and watch someone else game, because all I'm gonna want to do is fucking play the game. So I'm sitting there watching them game while I want a game. Doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't even like watching normal sports. I'm not gonna sit there and watch somebody else play a fucking video game.
Dude, Lara can attest, I spend pretty much like all of my weekends and free time just watching people stream StarCraft 2 and watching MLG. Like, I'm going to MLG in November, either to compete or just to watch. I don't know which one yet. I may compete. I haven't competed in a while, but, like, dude, I've flown all across the country to watch people play video games. It's freaking awesome.
I don't know. I'll never understand it, but
It's just one of those things that you kind of gotta know. Like, my dad came down one day and there was a bunch of us in my basement watching, and, like, we were all super into it because we know what's going on, and he was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And then after, like, trying to explain it to him, he's like, I guess I understand, but no, because he's old. But, like, it's gonna turn into a thing of where in the future, like, at some point in time, ESPN is going to pick up an MLG because they're all partnered together. Like, it's just a matter of time. And it's going to be a really weird generational gap. It is. There's no way around it, but we'll see what the future foretells.
Future.
All right, let's go to, because I can make this in. The not new, but the kind of big game genre of the moment is survival, whether it be horror survival or a zombie survival or Minecraft survival.
I heard you say horror survival, and I was like, wow.
Unless you survive a whore in Tijuana. Sorry, Tijuana. Let me say it properly.
Tequila.
You go to Thailand and you have to figure out if it's a boy or a girl.
Yeah, and you always find out too late. Always. But survival games are the new thing, especially with like DayZ kind of started this new really big zombie apocalyptic survival thing, and then games like The War Z, also now known as, what the hell's it called, Aaron?
Oh, Infestation Survivor Story.
Yeah, don't touch
Whatever
that.
the fuck it's called.
Don't touch that
Don't-
piece of garbage. Don't touch that piece of garbage.
I can't get my money back.
No, I wish you would have talk to me before you did it, because I would have told you that game's absolute crap.
Balls everywhere.
It really is. And the new one that I'm actually going to let Aaron talk about, because he has played more and knows more than I do about it. The new big one of the moment, while everyone is still waiting for the DayZ standalone, which, by the way, when that comes out, Still Loading will have a constantly updated private server, only for our viewers to come and play, because I hate playing DayZ or War Z or Infestation Survival Stories and getting like, hey, look it, I got binoculars, shot in the head. I hate that. I just want to play with friends and just shoot zombies, not each other, because it pisses me off. But the new one, currently out on Xbox Live Arcade and coming to PC within the next 5 months, hopefully to narrow it down sooner, is State of Decay. So Aaron, why don't you talk about that a little bit, because you probably know more than I do just gameplay-wise.
It's supposed to be on Steam Early Access late this year.
Like I said, within 5 months.
I've given about 4 or 5 hours of my time to the game. It's a survival horror. You're at a campsite. You start out there, and one bite doesn't kill you. It doesn't turn you anything like that. But you have to go and seek shelter. You end up seeking shelter. You can search stuff. Searching causes noise, which brings zombies, and sometimes you don't find anything. A lot of the time, it's useless stuff anyway. But there's guns, melee weapons, and everything deteriorates. Not the guns, obviously. Bullets do. Melee weapons break. So it's not like in Left 4 Dead where, it's you never have to worry about that. This stuff breaks. So you get a good melee weapon and it breaks. It really sucks. The graphics are... they're okay. I mean, they don't take away from the gameplay, but they also don't really add to it too much.
Do they look like an Xbox Live Arcade graphics? Like,
yeah.
Obviously not AAA, but good enough to make it by?
Yeah, that's exactly what I would say. You get quests, you do things for people. It's okay. It didn't blow my mind, but I'd get it on sale. Buy it, but wait till it's on sale.
Do you agree with what the community says as a whole, where it screams for multiplayer?
Oh, absolutely.
Too bad it will never happen.
Yeah,
which I think is stupid.
Why will it never happen?
They said the game is not made for multiplayer.
Bullshit. Well, maybe in their minds it's not. But.
Like, I guess, like, the core mechanics of the house and all that stuff wouldn't work with 2 players, they say. I don't know. I don't agree to it. Can you... Okay, how does that house work? The main house that you, like, upgrade and stuff like that? Did you get that far?
No, I haven't. I've been searching around and just taking my time doing stuff, getting the lay of the land, and searching everything I can. So
I know at some point you come across this house, like in the middle of town or on the outskirts of town, and this house has, like, it's just like a few survivors who are left along, and you end up like living in this house, and you can like upgrade the amount of beds, you can upgrade the amount of hospital beds, you have to go and find food for everyone, you can upgrade, like, you can add an addition onto the house that adds for another bedroom so you can hold more survivors. There's like, you can upgrade the medication and stuff that's in the house or stuff that you get. You can upgrade the car, like the truck that you got and stuff like that. But the cool thing is, like, you start out as, like, that one guy. I don't know, does he have a name?
Well, there's a couple of guys.
Yeah. So, you start off with one dude, and when you get to this house, you have access to every single person in the house. So when someone gets hit or bit, you can get them back to the house and like put them in the bed, and then switch out to another guy who lives in the campsite, and then go around and do stuff with that. But the problem is the game is very story-driven still in the end, so a lot of people were like, well, like, why can't I just go out and do stuff and treat it like a survival game, like every other zombie survival game there is? So, when the game does hit Steam, early access, before the year is out, as John has said, sandbox mode is going to be in the game. So there will be a sandbox, just live, and try not to get killed. The biggest issue is when the game does hit Steam, it will not have keyboard and mouse support right off the bat, because so many people are begging to get the game on PC that they're going to get the game and the bugs fixed and working on Steam before they will input the mouse and keyboard, like try and redo all the controls, because that takes X amount of time. So to speed up the process, you can buy it and have controller support and eventually be able to use mouse and keyboard. Now, again, since the game was designed for Xbox, I don't see that it is really being an issue. But, I mean, Aaron, would it translate well to a mouse and keyboard, or would it just be, like, kind of just a waste of time, or not really that big of a deal?
No, if they can do it to a mouse and keyboard, that's fine. Yeah, I don't see a problem. It wouldn't. There shouldn't be an issue. Not that I could imagine. It's real simple controls.
Is it one of those things that, like, it would be like, is aiming a big thing on a control stick, or like, would it be better on a PC, like on a mouse, or is it slow enough to where it's really not going to be that big of a deal?
I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I always prefer any type of shooting game on a PC, personally, because of the control you have. But I don't know, if they added multiplayer to it, I'd buy it again on PC, just for the multiplayer aspect. But
I assume if it's going to be on early access, someone's got to make a mod for it at some point. But I mean, I've wanted the game since it was announced, but I'm just not willing to sit on my Xbox when I have a PC here. It's my biggest issue. Like, I've been waiting for the PC port to happen, but that may just be me. I don't know. So when it comes to a survival game such as a DayZ, a State of Decay, what are the like 3 big things that you guys want in a survival game?
I'll go first. I want to be able to build up a base and reinforce it. I want to be able to play with friends. I want to have to scavenge for resources. And I want to be able to drive things and pilot things.
Can you craft in State of Decay? Like, can you craft guns and stuff?
I don't recall, honestly. That's bad. I should, but I don't. I didn't spend any time messing with a crafting system, if there is one.
Okay. John, what about you?
With any survival game, it's kind of hard to get a real grasp of, like, oh no, like, I have to do this, but then, well, what I'm trying to say is, like, you can go as deep into a simulation as requiring food and water and such, but then you're going to lose people, because it's like, then you're just playing The Sims, and you gotta tell people to take a crap. But I'm not really sure, to be honest. I haven't really found one that's, like, so, like, engrossing and fantastic that I'm really all about it, and I'm not really sure about what all I would want, but I really like crafting, and just possibilities of things to do, I guess, for now. I'm not sure if I like the whole survivability thing as far as food and water and all that stuff goes, but I don't know. It has a sense of realism and true survivability.
Okay.
Oh.
So you haven't played DayZ, have you?
No.
God, I can't wait for the standalone. It's pretty much it's like that. Okay, we'll talk about that later. Lara, what about you?
I'm not really quite sure. It's I prefer the games where it ends up being you actually have to survive on what's around you. Like, no, this is what you'd be thrown into. Don't fuck around. Find your supplies and use them wisely.
Okay.
That's what I prefer in the games. Since I don't like. It's kind of one of my issues with when we play Left 4 Dead. It's, you know, you get to a spot, you're gonna have a first aid kit, you're gonna have ammo, and you're gonna have weapons around you. That's not gonna happen. So.
I like pretty much kind of what everyone has said overall. Like, I like the State of Decay idea with there's a house that you can upgrade and make better, and take take any survivors you find and take them to this house, and then you build that up so you have a base of operations. Crafting is needed considering it's a survival game. Like, if you run out of bullets and you're like, crud, I need something, like, you should be able to take a big stick of wood and sharpen it if you want to use as a spear or something like that. There was one when War Z was originally announced, there was something really cool that they were going to do with their private servers. In their private servers, you were actually going to be able to start a farm, like, to grow the food. So, like, it'd kind of be like just a little mini, like, 5 minutes a day just to water your plants or something like that. Like, nothing crazy. Like, you wouldn't have to sit there and, like, equip this, do this, go bush by bush by bush. Like, you would just kind of go and, like, pick anything, and that would go into, like, a group collection. So you were literally surviving with your group of people. Like, I want a game like that. Like, I want DayZ with that exact kind of thing. I want there to be a multiplayer where we can, like, get clean water and someone has to bring it back. Like, I would like a legitimate survival. Not so stinking tedious that it takes forever to get done, but a streamlined version, if that makes sense. Like, just something small. Even if it was something like it was Harvest Moon, you, like, went and just picked it up and walked away, or it went into a top down and it looked like Farmville and you had to click on all the bushes and it would just automatically do it. Like, something like that I think would be cool.
Click the bush. Click the bush.
Click it. Yes, Stronghold and War Z. Yeah, it was stuff like that that was cool. So,
just real quick, there was a game kind of like that called Fortnite that was being developed, but so far I haven't heard anything since last year about it.
Fortnite?
Or earlier, maybe February. Yeah, oh dude, it looks so badass. It was kind of cartoony, but it was a survival horror, well, I guess a survival game. Again, it was cartoony, so it's not really a horror, but...
Epic Games. Oh, and it's by Epic?
Yeah. Well, it was.
It's still going on, dude. It's still going on.
I've tweeted them to get updates, nothing.
Holy cow, this looks like... You know what this looks like? This looks like, oh god, Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Do you guys remember that game?
Yes.
That's what this looks like. It's a survival Zombies Ate My Neighbors. The Fortnite team received a special treat July... I mean, they were having updates as of July 3rd.
Oh, well, fuck. Looks like I'm way behind in time then.
So, there's stuff going on. Alright, everyone, that's going to wrap it up for us right now. We'll be back in about 5 minutes with our D&D campaign, a whopping week 2, because we took like a month off from it. So we will be back. Stay tuned. Follow us on Twitter at StillLoadingNet. All of our Twitters are underneath our name, so make sure you get those. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes with our D&D campaign that'll be running until midnight. Thanks, everyone, and we'll see you guys next week for the Still Loading podcast from 8 to 9 Eastern. Peace.